agree for like change the constitution because now the situation of the agers, safety is like unstable, so like we should have at least like a more like a defense level to like keep out the enemies from Japan.
So you don't really mind it's the process is unconstitutional?
Well,
Exactly unconstitutional. I think that the process should be done the way it was intended, without cutting any corners and just following through the procedure, because you don't know what the outcome is going to be of this. I don't know how it is in terms of democracy in Japan, and if people's votes are important or not. But if it is, then it should be done virtually. If you're cutting the corners and you're not following the process, I can guarantee something's going to go wrong. Right? And then who do you ask? Who's taking the responsibility?
it depends on who can take responsibility.
Yes. So as long as there is someone who's going to take responsibility for all the further actions, I think that's
I don't want to interfere with the Japanese government. They have the right to do whatever is best for their country. But from my standpoint, I don't approve any military interventions. That's my standpoint. Why am I against? For one simple reason. Just the bloodshed is just happens everywhere. It's just too much. I don't think it's right to use the force in the name of, the money, or personal interest, or any kind of, there's no enough reason to use the force. I'm pro peace. Call me hippie or whatever. It's just, I'm against war. I'm against violence.
What do you think about the peace constitution?
I don't know much about that, but I think that's the way to go, So if you're invaded by a foreign country, you have the right to defend yourself. You have the right to kill if it's necessary. But I just don't see a point to invade other countries in the name of whatever.
What's the point of learning all the history about war? Like, we have to know that war is terrible. Like, many people have died, and another thing is that Japan is such a familiar country to visit, to tour, have a tour from in the world, because Japan is such a safe place. And the reason why Japan has developed as one of the developed country is because we don't have to worry about safety. We can focus on developing the country instead of war. Yeah. And if we get an army, our tax is gonna be spent on all the weapons and armies, and I don't think it's acceptable.
The reason why I love Japan so much is because the way things are now, it's not focused on war or conflict with other people. Like North Korea, for instance, is a really touchy subject for me, because I feel like they're always trying to hurt people. In America, getting in war with in the Middle East, I know it sounds hypocritical of me because I'm American and we're getting into all these wars, but I'm not really proud of the fact that we're just going and causing trouble. I feel like we're causing trouble for other people. I think Japan, the reason why that it's advancing so much as a culture is because it's focusing its production on for the greater good of helping itself instead of trying to fund wars. And I think things should stay the same as it is right now, because I think war.
So my ideas.
I'm sorry that I can. Okay. And I think these people got something going right now, because I think Japan should stay the same. I think it should focus on growing as a country instead of focusing and concentrating all of its hate on other people, on death and destruction. And it's just unnecessary, I think.
Do you remember how you felt about Iraq war?
Yeah, I had no idea what the hell our president was thinking at the time. I try not to get myself involved in those kind of things just because I have friends with mixed feelings about, oh yeah, the war is going to help our country and it's going to help other people. But death is death. People die, and that's it. It's not right. Like, there's no justification for what it means. So, yeah.